every morning I start the same way by taking care of myself and do the things that makes me happy. So my days always start in a good way. And then I do a Facebook post and Instagram post every single day.
Welcome to MLM Nation, a podcast of leaders, by leaders, for leaders, hosted by Simon Chan. He's built a team of over 200,000 and is now a full-time MLM coach and trainer. So if you're ready to level up your business, join us now. Let's do this.
MLM Nation, this is Simon Chan. I'm fired up to bring a special guest today with Kristina Grigat. Hey, Kristina, are you ready to make it happen?
I'm so ready, and I have been looking forward to this. So thank you, Simon.
Kristina Grigat was working to help take care of handicapped children before she got started in network marketing 10 years ago. Today, she's a full-time leader, a six-figure earner who leads a team of over 14,000 people. Kristina is married, has 2 grandkids, and lives out in Denmark. So, Kristina, welcome to MLM Nation. Why don't you take us back to your journey 10 years ago? How did you go from helping handicapped children, and what specifically did you do to getting started in network marketing?
Yeah, but I was having a great life. I was happy with my work. I loved being with the handicapped kids. But I have this friend who kept asking me if I want to see something special that he had to offer, and I told him no a lot of times. But then we went, and I was tired of hearing at him, and I said, okay, let me see what you have. I brought my husband, and we saw what he could offer. And I said, okay, I will try. I didn't believe I could do it. I didn't know anything about network marketing. And I started with the biggest pack that was available, and I regret it. The day after, I regret it. It has just been Christmas, and we spent a lot of money on gifts and everything else. So I was kind of like, I just regret what I did. But I had 2 choices. I could sit down and cry, or I could start getting the money back from the starter pack that I bought. And I did number 2, luckily. I started to going out with what I knew about the product and the opportunity that I was in. And after 2 weeks, I got my money back from the starter pack. And then it just took off from there. So I started just doing and learning along the way.
So most people, they struggle when they first started. Why did you have success pretty quickly getting your money back?
I was also a fitness instructor, and I was used to going on social media. So I just started the company that I was in at that time. It was like a cream you put under the eye, and the wrinkles disappeared. And I just started doing before and after pictures of my skin. And then people, they just started calling me, and they wanted to have what I had. So it was actually how I started the business.
So you had success pretty quickly. How's the journey since then? What was it like?
It has been an awesome journey, and I probably could say that I have had success since, because 8 months after I quitted my job, and I was traveling the world. I was at my first event in Las Vegas, 3 months in the business. And it was actually the first event there where I heard the stories from single moms. I heard the stories from people who was just like me. And I just made the decision there that this is the way I want to live. I want to live a life in freedom and to do whatever I want to do.
Would you say it was at that event, or it was another place, something else happened, that had your major learning or aha moment that afterwards things really started taking off?
Yeah, but it was back then in Las Vegas where I just saw everybody there. I just talked to people. I started to understand the business. I started to see what an opportunity I was offered. And then I had a really great sponsor upline at that point. And, she just she just asked me when I got home, so how many people do you want to enroll for the next week? And I said, okay, I want to enroll 5 people. And 2 days after, I called her and I said, so the 5 people I enrolled, what should I do next? so that was how I actually started. And then I figured out that it was something that I was actually good at.
So if someone was listening, they don't have your influence, and they're definitely not good at network marketing, what would you recommend for them to do?
The first thing is that they really need to see it as their own business. They need to take responsibility of their business, because nothing comes easily in this business. And what I learned is that you need to talk to a lot of people to get where you want to be. And this is it. It takes consistency, and it takes also to be, like I said, stubborn. You want to do this. So what I always recommend them to do is to actually go for the no's. So I always tell them, how many no's do you want a day? So because I really want them to understand that when they get a no, it's okay, because if they didn't get the no, they wouldn't go anywhere.
You had mentioned about consistency. So you were married, you had a daughter, you have grandkids as well. Despite your busy schedule, how do you stay consistent?
Because I have a routine. I have a way of starting my every day. Every morning, I start the same way, by taking care of myself and do the things that makes me happy. So my days always start in a good way. And then I do a Facebook post and Instagram post every single day. Something to do with my life, what I'm doing. I really want to show the lifestyle that I have, the freedom that I have. So this is what I do every single day. And then I talk to people. I go out, not only on social media, but we go out in communities. We talk to a lot of people, and we do that all the time.
If someone is new, what should they post? Because you obviously have a great lifestyle, right? I was following you on social media. But if someone's new, what can they post, or what should they post?
Right now, what we are doing right now, I recommend them to do like a before and after picture, or of someone with a story, saying that, hey, I started this journey. I don't know anything about it, but I know some people who know something about it, and could you be interested? So, but also, what I want to do is, don't go out, share the products or anything else, but share something of you, be authentic. So this is the way I want them to start.
That's really good, because I think a lot of people, they start thinking, I got to sell their products. Then they become a commercial.
No.
Right?
No.
Yeah, you're being authentic, sharing your story.
Yeah. I always say we are not salesperson. And if you show a product on social media, you are a salesperson. And we don't want to be that.
Shifting topics. This is my favorite question. What would you say is your worst moment in network marketing, to the point that maybe you had doubts and you regret it, but then you didn't quit, and that's why you are where you are today?
The worst moments in my network marketing industry was at a point where I went from one company to another. It was kind of scary.
So why did that happen? And what were you scared of?
I was with a company where I was happy to be there, and I had a good commission, but my sponsor wanted to go to another company, and I was also very loyal to my sponsor, and I agreed to go with them. But also, it was a company that they hadn't launched in Europe at that point. So I went from stopping in one company, waiting for another company to launch. So I went 3 months without anything else than just try to prepare for the launch in EU.
When you have fear or doing something uncomfortable, what's the mindset? What do you say to yourself?
I just say that everything will work out. I know it will work out because I know that my thoughts and how I think, it will bring me to where I want to be. It sounds crazy, but this is how I think. I always believe, and I always try to be really authentic. And I think that's why I am where I am right now.
You said authentic 2 times already. What do you specifically mean by that? Like authentic?
Honest, transparent, be yourself. People, they always come to me, how do you do this? In the beginning, I was kind of like, I don't know how I do it. I'm just doing it. So, yeah.
What gets you excited about this profession? You've been doing it for 10 years.
What gets me excited is when I see a product that works, really. And when I hear the stories from the people that I help every single day, that gives me excitement.
How can someone stay consistent if they have been not consistent in the past? What advice would you give? So they know consistency is important and they're inspired by you, but they're always busy with this and that, and then they have to help out the school, they have to help out the kids. What can they do?
Every time, now and then, life gets in the way, but I really recommend them to start the day of, making the schedule. What do I want to achieve today? And this is difficult when you get to be your own boss. There is nobody who is coming after you, telling you to do this and that. So this is one of the most important thing, that you can wake up every single morning still believing, because it needs a big belief in the beginning, because it's hard to believe that you can create a future for a small amount of money, actually. Because this is where it is. I spent $1,000 10 years ago, and I am where I am today. And it takes a lot of belief and encouragement. This is also, we are doing mindset trainings 2-3 times a week to help people.
So speaking of mindset training, this is probably something you're very good at teaching. So if someone's listening to this, they haven't had success. Maybe they never had success in anything, right? They weren't very successful in the job. So how can you build that belief that they can? Because I think that's the weakest, toughest belief in themselves. How can you increase your belief in yourself if you haven't been successful before?
I think it's still telling the stories. It's so important to hear the stories from people. I use my story because I come from not believing. I came from not knowing what this could be, where it could take me, and when they can see my excitement. They can see other people or hear other people's story. They start maybe thinking that it could be for them. But also, it's so important to, when I get people starting already in the first couple of days, I really try to hold their hands, to help them talk to people, and they start seeing the commission coming in, and then they start, building their belief.
Hey, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom, Kristina. As we wrap up, some quick questions to pick your brain. And this is going to be quick, one sentence. The first one is, what is one of your favorite success quotes that motivates you?
If I can dream it, I can do it. No, if I can dream it, I can do it.
What is one habit that's helped you become successful?
My positive mindset.
What's the best piece of advice you ever received?
It is to believe in yourself.
What is your favorite prospecting tool? Say, so you have a qualified prospect. Do you meet them face to face? Do you do on Zoom? Do you get them on the phone? What do you like to do?
I take them on the phone.
And then what do? You just you explain it on the phone?
Yeah, I explain on the phone. Sometimes I bring a third part, even though I don't have a sponsor right now, but I always find a third part who can be with me. But also we have the Zoom presentation every single week. I always invite them to the Zooms where we tell the stories.
What is your favorite app on your phone that's not a social media app?
It's CapCut.
I like it.
Yeah.
CapCut.
Yeah.
What are two or three books you can recommend?
Go for Nose and Think and Be Rich. But yeah.
Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich. Yeah. And yeah, it's too fast, but Go for Nose, definitely.
Go for Nose.
Yeah. And also Eric Gore's GoPro. I've read that as well. And it's one of my favorites.
And here's the last question, the $1 million question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So imagine you had to start all over again and you knew no one, but you had all your current knowledge, skills, and wisdom. What's the first thing you do or the first place you go to build a network marketing business from scratch?
Facebook.
And what would you do on Facebook?
I would post a picture and a text, but definitely a picture.
Of what?
Maybe of myself or something else. Maybe just even a picture where I'm smiling. It's
So how would that help you? How would that help you to meet people?
Because they will start commenting, or I will have new friends. So this is a way to just communicate. I will start communicating with people.
So you post a picture and then you just meet people on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then starts conversations.
Yes.
As we wrap up, any last words or advice? And then what's the best way our listeners can connect with you?
Definitely through Facebook or Instagram. This is where I work. This is my daily place to be. So this is the best way.
And any last words or advice?
Yeah, definitely. I was offered an opportunity 10 years ago. I was so close to saying no to this opportunity. And think about it. I said no. I wouldn't be where I am today. I've been traveling the world and I've been taking care of my grandkids every single day. I live my life in freedom. I love it.
Hey, ML Nation, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And today, you'll be hanging out with Kristina Grigat. So keep up the momentum and go to mlnation.com and click on the podcast tab in the show notes or the nuggets of wisdom, the books that Kristina recommended, and also the link to her Instagram and Facebook. Definitely connect with her and follow her. And in order to be successful in life, in business, and network marketing, you must help others. So Kristina, thanks again for sharing your valuable time with ML Nation. We're grateful to you and we appreciate you for having a positive impact on millions of distributors worldwide. Thank you so much again, and God bless you.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
ML Nation, Simon Chan, with a quick recap from a great show for Kristina Grigat. It was short and concise, but I loved it, right? And I love what she said. I believe. Most of you, if you're struggling, you lack that belief. You have a lot of reasons why you shouldn't be successful. Now, you may not tell this to people, but in your mind, right, you're saying, I'm struggling. I haven't made much money yet. I don't know much. I'm still new. Or people said, no one seems to be interested. No one seems to have the money. You can very good at come up with reasons why you can't. And as opposed to, I can, right? Kristina, I can do this. I can do it. I would challenge you. And this is something I work with coaching clients on is I challenge you to come up with reasons why you can. Go. You can do it. You can do this. Come up with 10, 20 reasons why you can. Actually, in fact, come up with 100 reasons why you can. And the more you say this, and I've been studying a lot of stuff with the brain, right? Our brain cells are actually new stuff with new connections will be made that will actually increase your belief. And you can start letting go of the old beliefs that prevent you from doing what you can do. So make sure you do that. That was like one of the big aha moments on this episode. By the way, big shout out to Alejandra Aragones. She's one of our purpose-driven networkers and also was a consistently champion in my coaching group and who introduced me to her leader, to one of the leaders in the company, Kristina. So I know, Alejandra, you're listening to it. I appreciate you. And if any of you listening, you have your leader in your company that, we must have this on the show. I'd love to lift up the profession and do that. And I just message me on social media. I'll reach out to you and I'll tell you how we can make that happen. Also, please subscribe and review on whatever platform you're listening to, whether it's Apple or Spotify or on the YouTube channel. These episodes took a lot of my time and also Christina's. Make sure you go to MLM Nation, you follow her, give her some social media love, reach out to her because she was super, super busy. She was in Denmark. It was really late her time to do this. She was in a rush trying to squeeze this in. But I've been wanting to get her on the show for a long time, ever since Alejandro introduced me to her, connecting me with her. So make sure you leave that. And also, if you look at a podcast, if you just type in MLM or network marketing, a lot of negative stuff comes up. Let's lift up the profession. And the only way to do that, to bury all that stuff down, is get more reviews for the shows, so all the negative stuff gets pushed back down. Okay? Because I think you all know there's people who make it and some people don't make it. People don't make it. The ones who are negative, it's them, right? And network marketing is not perfect, but no industry is perfect, right? There's real estate, real estate is scams, stock market scams, crypto scams. There's housing market scams, there's educational scams, college scams. There's so many different things out there that politics, you can say it's a scam, whatever. There's so many different things that, because just by humans, it's not perfect, right? Network marketing is just like that. It's not perfect, but we are better, and we do still, I believe, the average person, like the way I was, that can make a decent income and have the freedom and the lifestyle that Christina was talking about. So please subscribe and leave us a review on whatever podcast platform you're listening to, especially on Apple as well, if you can. And one of the aha moments was, consistency, routines, right? You got to create that routine, schedule, block it in. If you don't have that routine, you don't have that schedule, and you got to have that goal for that day, plan out your day. If you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail, right? You have no goals, you're going nowhere. So make sure you do that. That's going to be a big help in turn, helping you stay consistent. So great show, a little short, but I love to answer all the questions. And I like the fact that it was short, because sometimes we think about how's going to be just tips and strategies, all that, but none of it matters if you're not consistent or if you don't like belief. And that's what you talked about, belief and consistency. I can. So your action step today is not only do you have to create a routine for you to be consistent, but come up with reasons why you can't do this. Instead of I can't or the negative, I talked about this in my book, The Angel and the Devil. The devil's like, you can't, you're not good. No one's making money. You don't make money. You're struggling. No one says, you come up with reasons why you can't, because there are people that are making it. And you say, how can I be that person? How do I have the mindset that Christina has? How do I have that belief that Christina has? Do that. You can see miracles happen in your business. Hey, I'm Simon Chan. I'm loud and proud to be part of this amazing profession. Now it's over to you. Go out there, take action when you learn, come with the reasons why you can, have that belief, stay consistent, and have a positive impact on someone's life. God bless you all.